Move the presentation.
Second.
The presentations are moved by Councilwoman Maruka, seconded by Councilman Manforty. Councilwoman Maruka?
Yes.
Councilman Manforty?
Yes.
Councilman Carr?
Yes.
Councilman Sevastakis?
Yes.
Council President Hill?
Yes, and I want to thank Maria for spearheading this, and I know that I think there was a truckload of Christmas toys that came down?
It was an amazing, amazing day last Saturday at Silverton Firehouse for the families and the children of Silverton. I got to tell you, it was what we kind of term a Silverton strong kind of day. It really was.
Yeah, that coupled with the tree lighting last night, Silverton, like many of the areas in the town, sustained damage, but that community in Silverton has done a good job of coming together, and it's spearheaded by our fire department and the first aid squad. Both of them have assisted, and I can't thank you guys enough. So we're going to have that presentation. Yep. Maria, if you do the honors.
Thank you, Council President. Councilman Carr, I remembered my glasses. Past Saturday, December 8th, there was a party at the Silverton Firehouse, and I got to tell you, it was something like I've never seen before. I got an email from Chief Senat the other day, and reminding of the two events in Silverton. There was a Christmas party on the 8th, and then the tree lighting ceremony last evening. What the email did not say was the impetus behind the Christmas party. I believe the volunteer fire company received a call from volunteer firemen from Maryland a couple days before, maybe Wednesday or so before the event, and they said, we've decided to adopt your firehouse. We want to be able to come up there and give your citizens, give your families a little relief from the struggles they really have endured through this storm. And they come up in a chartered bus, 14 members of various two fire departments, and they brought up over 700 toys for the children. They brought up cupcakes, they brought up cookies, they brought up juice, they brought up everything except for I think like all the reindeer or something like that. They had everybody there. And when Bob was introducing me to them, I was just so overwhelmed by the generosity of the group from Maryland that chose our fire company here in Silverton. And even though they're in Maryland, we wanted to recognize them for their generosity and our gratitude. And it's a small resolution, but I am going to read this proclamation actually into the record. It says, whereas Saturday, December 8th, 2012 was no ordinary Saturday in Toms River, but rather an historic event marked by an overwhelming joy and triumph good cheer that will be forever etched in the hearts of every participant in this year's Silverton Fire Company Christmas celebration. And whereas the spirit of St. Nick arrived from Maryland at the firehouse doorstep, adorned with over 700 presents for children affected by this year's catastrophic Superstorm Sandy. And whereas all in attendance, Councilwoman Maria Maruka, the Ladies Auxiliary President, Seal Coco, Silverton Fire Chief Robert Sinnott, Silverton Fire Department President John Adalia, and all the members of the company, residents of Silverton, and firemen near and far were greatly touched and reduced to tears witnessing this abundant goodwill towards men. And whereas the Silverton section of Toms River Township wishes to proclaim their highest appreciation and heartfelt thanks to the Olson Wire Products Incorporated, Maryland State Firemen's Association, the Anne Arundel County Volunteer Fire Associations, Ferndale Volunteer Fire Company, and Woodland Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Now for we, Mayor Thomas Kelleher and Council President Maurice Hill, and full concurrence of the Council, wish to applaud this organization for making the dream of Silverton Strong a reality. And I got to tell you, it was such a wonderful, wonderful day, and it was so appreciated by the residents. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. There really wasn't, because the gratitude from the people of Silverton and just the overwhelming generosity from this group from Maryland really, really touched my heart and everyone that was in the room, and it was just such a special day. I'd like to present to you this proclamation from the township, and we also have copies for our friends down in Maryland that we can send out to them. Thank you so much for facilitating that. It was a wonderful day.
Watching that, let me say. Now, let me just make this announcement. We advised these folks from Maryland that they could watch us on the internet tonight, and so if we all look up at the camera and say, thank you
very
you
much.
folks from Maryland,
Bottom
and
of our heart.
Merry Christmas. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, you again.